Welcome. Today we're going to explore some of the most valuable and fascinating top 4 Washington quarter dollar real coins, specifically the rare and silver coins and different color shade that have become major players in the coin collecting world. These rare treasures are not just pieces of history, but also some of the most valuable coins the collectors are hunting today. So if you're a coins enthusiast or someone who appreciates beauty and significance American currency, this video is for you. Let's get started. First up, the 1984 Washington quarter may look like just another ordinary coin at first glance, but hidden among these pieces of American history are rare treasures that can completely change your life. Many people have passed these coins from hand to hand, never realizing that one of them could be worth far more than just 25 cents. What makes this coin so captivating is the fact that certain rare versions and rare varieties from 1984 have become highly sought after by collectors, driving their value into the hundreds and even thousands of dollars. Holding one of these rare quarters could mean holding a ticket to instant wealth. The Washington quarter has been a part of American coinage since 1932, honoring the nation's first president, George Washington. By 1984, millions of quarters were minted, but not every coin that came off the press was identical. Some coins carried unique mint errors, striking mistakes, and rare varieties that have made them stand out. These mistakes were never meant to exist, and that's exactly what makes them valuable today. Collectors will pay top dollar for coins that have doubling in the design, off-center strikes, or other dramatic minting errors. If you're lucky enough to discover one of these in your pocket change, you might be holding a coin that has the power to shock even the most seasoned collector. The most prized 1984 Washington quarters are those with noticeable doubling on "In God We Trust" or "Liberty", as well as quarters struck slightly off-center or with unusual planchet errors. A coin like this in pristine condition can be worth hundreds of dollars, while certain rare varieties have reached thousands at major auctions. Imagine the excitement of finding one of these seemingly ordinary coins and realizing that it's a rare mistake piece that could fetch you a fortune. It's the kind of surprise that makes coin collecting so thrilling and unpredictable, a reminder that sometimes the rarest treasures are hiding in plain sight. Condition plays a major role in determining the value of these coins. A 1984 Washington quarter in heavily circulated condition may not catch the eye, but one in mint state or uncirculated quality could be a true gem worth big money. Collectors are always willing to pay a premium for coins that have been preserved without scratches, wear, or damage. The difference in price between a well-worn coin and a high-grade mint condition example is massive, sometimes multiplying its value tenfold. That's why every detail matters, from the sharpness of Washington's profile to the shine of the coin's surface. Auction houses and online marketplaces have seen 1984 Washington quarters with rare errors sell for unbelievable amounts. Stories circulate of collectors who spent years searching and then struck gold with a single coin discovery. A coin you once thought was worth only face value could end up being the very piece that transforms your financial situation overnight. With the booming interest in numismatics and more collectors entering the market every year, the demand for these rare coins has never been higher. This is the perfect time for anyone to check their pocket change, coin jars, and collections. You never know what's sitting there waiting to be found. The real magic of the 1984 Washington quarter is the mystery that surrounds it. Every time you come across one, there's a chance you could be holding a hidden treasure. It's not just about the metal or the face value. It's about rarity, history, and the thrill of discovery. People have made fortunes by identifying and selling rare coins that others overlooked, and this coin has proven itself to be one of those remarkable opportunities. Just imagine the shock when a simple quarter from your wallet turns into a payday that could cover your dreams, investments, or even change your lifestyle. So, if you happen to stumble upon a 1984 Washington quarter, don't rush to spend it or toss it aside as just spare change. Take the time to look closer, examine the details, and see if you may have one of the rarest and most valuable varieties. It could be the coin that opens the door to unexpected fortune, the coin that shows how something so small can carry unimaginable value. Don't let it slip through your fingers cheaply, because this quarter holds the power to change your fortune overnight and make you richer than you ever thought a single coin could. Let's get started up in the world of coin collecting. few things spark as much excitement as discovering that an ordinary-looking coin in your pocket could actually be worth a fortune. Among these treasures, the 1996 Washington quarter stands out as one of the most fascinating pieces. While millions of quarters were struck in 1996, certain rare varieties and minting errors have turned this coin into a jackpot for lucky collectors. Imagine holding a coin that most people think is just 25 cents, but in reality, it could bring in thousands of dollars at auction. That is the power of the rare 1996 Washington quarter, and if you happen to have one, it might just change your life overnight. The Washington quarter itself has a long history, first minted in 1932 to honor George Washington on the bicentennial of his birth. By 1996, it was still in circulation as one of the most used coins in everyday transactions. However, what makes certain 1996 quarters special is not the sheer number produced, but the rare variations and unusual conditions that set a small percentage of them apart from the rest. Coins struck with double dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers are some of the error types that instantly catapult the value of a 1996 quarter from cents into hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For collectors, these mistakes are not flaws, they are golden opportunities. One of the most famous and expensive types of 1996 quarters are those with a minting error involving the missing clad layer. Normally, quarters are struck with a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel, but when that outer layer is missing, the coin takes on a unique copper appearance. These coins are highly sought after because they are extremely rare, and depending on condition, they can fetch several $1,000s on the open market. Just one of these in your coin jar could be worth more than a luxury vacation, or even cover a few months of rent or mortgage payments. But it doesn't stop there. 1996 quarters with dramatic off-center strikes or double-die obverse errors are equally valuable. In these cases, the design might appear shifted, blurred, or duplicated, giving the coin a bizarre but eye-catching look that makes collectors scramble to add it to their collections. Such quarters have been auctioned for prices well into the thousands, proving that error coins are not just minor curiosities, but life-changing discoveries for those who stumble upon them. Condition is another critical factor that transforms an ordinary 1996 quarter into a treasure. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state, especially those rated MS 67 or higher, can sell for staggering sums. Even without a major error, a 1996 Washington quarter in pristine condition can be valued in the hundreds of dollars because collectors are always on the hunt for flawless examples of older circulation coins. When rarity and high grade combine, the sky is the limit for the value of these coins, and that is where you see records being shattered at auctions. Stories from recent years have shown that 1996 quarters, once thought to be worth pocket change, ended up selling for thousands of dollars to enthusiastic bidders. This is why experts warn collectors and everyday people alike not to overlook these coins. That handful of change sitting in your drawer could very well contain a fortune disguised as a quarter. The excitement of possibly discovering one of these hidden gems is what keeps the coin collecting community thriving, and the 1996 Washington quarter remains one of the hottest finds in today's market. So the next time you come across a 1996 quarter, don't just toss it into a vending machine or hand it over without a second thought. Examine it closely, look for those rare errors, and consider its condition. That simple coin could be the ticket to financial luck beyond your imagination. Remember, many people have unknowingly spent away small fortunes because they didn't realize the value of what they held. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare and valuable 1996 Washington quarters, it might just turn out to be the single coin that changes your fortune overnight. Let's get started up. The 1967 of United States of America released millions of Washington quarters dollar, yet among them hides a treasure that could turn ordinary pocket change into a life-changing discovery. Most people don't realize that a simple 25-cent coin from that year could hold a value worth thousands of dollars, making it one of the most exciting finds for collectors and everyday people alike. These rare Washington quarters from 1967 carry stories of minting errors, scarce varieties, and hidden details that transform an average coin into a collector's dream, and if you happen to stumble upon one, it could truly make you rich overnight. The 1967 quarter stands out because it came at a time when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with coinage. Silver had just been removed from circulation in 1965, and the mint shifted to a silver-nickel-clad composition. Because of this major transition, many errors slipped through, and some coins were struck under unusual conditions, making them rare today. A collector with a sharp eye who understands these minting quirks knows that a single 1967 quarter could bring in thousands of dollars if authenticated, graded, and placed into the right auction. What makes these quarters so valuable isn't the base metal they are made from, but the mistakes and unique qualities that set them apart. Double die errors, off-center strikes, and even coins with missing elements are the kinds of treasures experts look for. Some 1967 quarters have strong doubling visible on the lettering or date, while others have remarkable die clashes where designs from both sides of the coin overlap. These unusual features not only make the coin rare, but also increase its desirability and market price dramatically, with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar for a pristine example. Another fascinating aspect of the 1967 quarter is the way condition changes everything. A coin found in circulation with scratches and heavy wear may only fetch a few dollars, but one preserved in brilliant, uncirculated condition can skyrocket in value. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC often realize astonishing auction prices, with high mint state grades sometimes reaching well into the four-figure range. For those lucky enough to find a coin tucked away in an old collection, drawer, or even pocket change, the right condition could mean a small fortune. Collectors often speak about the 1967 special mint set coins, which were produced with a different level of care and quality than the regular circulation strikes. Some of these carry cameo and deep cameo finishes that are extraordinarily rare and bring incredible prices in auctions. When you combine rarity with eye-catching beauty, the value skyrockets because collectors compete fiercely to own one of these prized quarters. These special varieties show just how much potential wealth could be hiding in what looks like an ordinary coin. It's also important to know that the market for rare coins has never been stronger. With more people entering the world of numismatics and realizing the hidden value of coins, demand has surged. That means a 1967 Washington quarter, especially one with dramatic errors or exceptional condition, can spark bidding wars that push the value far higher than anyone would expect. What was once thought of as a simple quarter has now become a gateway to overnight fortune for those who discover one. Stories of lucky finds continue to surface, where individuals unknowingly hold onto these coins for decades before realizing their worth. Imagine cleaning out an old box or wallet and spotting a 1967 quarter, only to learn that it could sell for thousands of dollars today. This is why collectors insist on never spending these coins without careful inspection. That quarter sitting in your hand could be a ticket to life-changing money, a coin that holds a story of history, error, and rarity all in one. So, the next time you see a Washington quarter dated 1967, don't dismiss it as just another piece of change. Look closer, study the details, and if it shines with those rare qualities, you may be holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. That single quarter could be the key to wealth, the kind of discovery that transforms your fortune overnight. Never underestimate the power of a coin, because within that 1967 Washington quarter lies the possibility of turning pocket change into a treasure worth more than silver. Let's get started up. The 1985 Washington quarter dollar might look like just another piece of loose change in your pocket, but hidden within this unassuming coin lies the potential for life-changing value. Collectors all over the world are searching for rare variations and error coins from this year, and if you happen to come across one, you might just be holding a treasure worth thousands of dollars. This isn't just about a quarter, it's about a key piece of American numismatic history that could transform an ordinary day into the most extraordinary moment of your life. At first glance, the 1985 quarter may seem ordinary, but the truth is that certain rare minting errors and high-grade conditions make these coins highly sought after by collectors. Quarters struck in pristine condition, with sharp details and lustrous surfaces, can fetch incredible amounts at auction. While the average circulated 1985 quarter may only be worth face value, those preserved in near-perfect condition or discovered with unique errors become absolute gold mines in today's market. One of the reasons the 1985 Washington quarter has become such a hot commodity among collectors is its place in the coinage timeline. Unlike quarters from earlier decades, these coins were minted in an era where minting technology was supposed to be more precise, meaning errors were far less common. Because of this, any error coin that slipped through, whether it's a double die, off-center strike, or a quarter struck on the wrong planchet, is considered extremely valuable and highly collectible. Rarity always drives value, and 1985 quarters with these characteristics are practically like winning the lottery. Imagine stumbling upon a 1985 quarter with an off-center strike, where the design appears shifted or missing parts of the image. Such coins can sell for hundreds, even thousands, depending on the degree of the error. Even more exciting are coins struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the quarter was accidentally made using the metal blank of another denomination like a nickel or penny. These pieces are incredibly rare, and when they surface, collectors compete fiercely to add them to their collections, pushing the value to staggering amounts. Condition is another major factor that elevates the worth of a 1985 quarter. Coins graded by professional grading services in mint state, especially those rated MS67 or higher, can bring jaw-dropping prices. The pristine shine, untouched details, and overall sharpness make them treasures that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. Some of these quarters have sold for well over $1,000 at auction, proving that what looks like pocket change to most could be the very thing that changes someone's financial fortune overnight. Another fascinating aspect of the 1985 quarter's value is how demand has surged over time. As coin collecting continues to gain popularity, more and more collectors are hunting down elusive modern rarities. The 1985 Washington quarter, being a part of the Clad series and minted in Philadelphia and Denver, offers opportunities for discoveries that many have overlooked. People often assume only old silver coins are valuable, but the truth is, these modern-era coins in rare conditions can bring just as much wealth, if not more, depending on their uniqueness. The market for rare quarters is hotter than ever, with online auctions and collector forums buzzing with excitement over rare 1985 finds. Stories have surfaced of lucky individuals who discovered one in their loose change and walked away with thousands after selling it to an eager collector. The beauty of these coins lies not just in their rarity, but in their ability to remind us that even the most ordinary things in life can hold extraordinary value. The next time you get change back at the store, think twice before tossing that quarter aside. It might be the jackpot you've been unknowingly carrying. So, if you happen to have a 1985 Washington quarter, don't dismiss it as just another coin. Examine it closely for errors, check its condition, and consider getting it professionally graded if it looks flawless. What might appear to be a simple 25-cent piece could in fact be a life-changing treasure worth thousands of dollars. These rare gems from 1985 prove that fortune often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone with the right knowledge to recognize its worth. That little coin in your hand could very well be the key to riches you never expected.